Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to Atosi's video about Dhar Mann is scrambling to save his image. I reacted to a video about this like a few weeks ago, and yeah, apparently he's not paying his actors what they should be getting paid. um, like in that other video, I thought at first, I didn't think they had a contract. I thought they were just doing like video by video, and I was like, dang, if he's not paying you for the video, like just go to another company. But apparently they have contracts with him and they're not getting paid what they should be getting paid. So that's dumb. So let's see an update for this video by watching this video. And let me stop talking. Let's get into this video. And please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. But before I start, that is kind of weird that his videos have like morals at the end and stuff. But he doesn't even follow what he preaches. He doesn't practice what he preaches. Anyway, let's start.
So it's been about 2 weeks since a bunch of Dhar Mann's actors protested outside of his studio due to low pay and poor work conditions. And since then, Dhar Mann has responded, but more actors came out and it's a whole mess. So today we'll be diving into that together. And if you don't know who Dhar Mann is, he essentially mass produces kids' TV shows in a very shallow manner.
Yeah, he makes these videos and they're like so over the top. Like, I wonder who writes these, and like the videos are so over the top. I wonder if they actually feel like this or if they just taking things to the extreme level. But either way, these videos that he makes are like really over the top. Like the subject matter, the reactions, like the things they say in the video, so over the top.
The most recent videos are teen gets paralyzed in car crash. What happens next is shocking.
Why can't I feel my legs?
Mother-in-law tries to ruin family vacation. What happens next is shocking.
Took you long enough. Can you ever find it in your heart to forgive me?
That's the format. Insert terrible thing and then add what happens next is shocking. And there you go. You have a Dhar Mann video. I feel like especially after all this, Dhar Mann's the type to go all in on AI. I don't know if you guys have seen the whole AI Seinfeld thing called Nothing Forever.
I hate it when people say, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. What am I supposed to do with that?
I feel like that would work very well for the Dhar Mann format until it random generates some sort of hate crime and gets banned from all platforms, which unfortunately happened to Nothing Forever. But hey, who knows? Just a little bit of tweaking and suddenly all your favorite content creators will lose their job. But speaking of jobs, apparently the Dhar Mann actors didn't have a great one to begin with, hence the protests. In my last video on this topic, we covered these protests when they were standing outside the studio.
We just want to be heard. Just talk to us.
And what's happened since then is, well, a lot. There's been a press conference and we got some more information on what the real problem was, and it was mainly with pay and booking. And after understanding that issue, the protests make a lot more sense. But a TLDR from the press conference was Dhar Mann Studios started off as a very small operation in a small apartment with 3 people. As things scaled exponentially, actors were essentially pawned off from dealing with Dhar Mann to remote teams in the Philippines, and then a bunch of corporate people in the studios. And allegedly, anyone who had a problem with this was fired if they were an employee or just not booked again if they were a contractor. But the most interesting part of this press conference is how Dhar Mann booked the actors.
We sign individual video contracts with the understanding that we are booked for a 5-day shoot at a fairly comfortable hourly rate. Yet, despite having turned down other work or moved important life commitments to perform in the job we love, we may ultimately receive a final schedule for a fraction of that initial offer with...
I don't know. I feel like if you're at a press conference, maybe you should dress up a little bit. I don't know, to look more serious, not have a shirt that says yummy yummy in this tummy. But that's just my opinion. But also, yeah, they were expecting to work a lot of hours, I guess, and get paid hourly, but I guess that's not what happened. Let's keep watching.
Without compensation for holding. There are no considerations for residuals or buyouts, as is customary in a professional entertainment company, for the repeated use of our labor to simply cover our time between shoots.
See, that just sounds terrible. So if you're offered a week of work, but to know what your role is, you have to sign a paper committing to X amount of days. And then once you sign the paper and you commit, you suddenly find out, oh no, I have a tiny, tiny part and it's maybe only half a day's worth of work. Well, that's terrible if you've now opened up your entire week and you can't work that week and you still have to pay rent. That should be fixed. But they also announced that they got future gigs canceled.
Wait, but if you have a tiny role, can't you just book around it? Or I don't know. I guess if you thought you had a big role, then you like turned down other things. I'm not sure.
Because of their protest.
We ended the second day of protesting only to hear that our colleagues, Michael Vaccaro and Jessica Ruth Bell, received emails from the booking
Why is there a
team
filter?
informing them that they were no longer needed
What
on
was
their
that?
episodes, and evident retaliation against them for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Oh boy. Dhar Mann really is everything he preaches against in his own videos. Businessman gives contractors unreasonable work contracts. What happens next is shocking. Yeah, they protested and then they didn't get booked again. I shouldn't be laughing. It's just the irony of this guy is preaching good ethics, but in reality, he's doing this stuff. But another actor
not
went
doing
into way
anything
more
to help
detail on the
them.
talent booking process.
Now, their argument for their payment is that they pay you a competitive rate compared to their competitors. And their argument for their contracts is that, well, the actors know what they're signing up for, so they shouldn't be complaining. And this is furthest away from the truth. So if you guys didn't know, they say they pay their actors $18 if you're background, or $33 to $44 if you're a speaking role. Now, this may seem like a lot of money.
That's decent
but
pay,
this
yeah.
is an hourly rate. Actors need to get paid a day rate. And let me tell you why this is so important, and also why this is a lot less money than you think, and why it's not sustainable at all. But before I do that, I have to tell you guys about how they do their contracts. And I want to dispute real quick the argument.
This is like 33 to 44 an hour while they're on
We
set.
do not know what we're signing up for. Let me explain. So the way you sign a contract and the way you get a role in Dhar Mann is a little bit weird. I've never experienced anything like this in the acting industry whatsoever. They will tell you that you're needed for an X amount of days. Let's just say, for this example, 5. You have to keep these 5 days open because we're filming for these 5 days. We want to offer you a speaking role. They won't tell you what role it is. You don't even have any idea what the script is. And in order to figure...
But that's kind of dumb because, like, I don't know, like they don't have auditions or something. Well, I guess they're assigned to be actors for him, but shouldn't they know what they're doing so they can like prepare for their role? Like, what if they don't want to be the role that they're given? Like, what if it doesn't fit with their lifestyle or like what they want to do? I don't know. So like, what if they don't want to play a racist person, but they have to play a racist person and they don't find out until they have to do it, but they have to do it because they won't get paid. So that's kind of weird.
Figure out what the role is or what the script is, you have to sign the contract. So you sign the contract just to find out that you are a character in this story that has 3 lines. Now this becomes a big problem. You just committed 5 days for them, right? And you're only going to be needed for, let's say, 2. And in those 2 days, because it's an hourly rate with a day commitment, let's say you're only needed for 2 hours that day. So I get paid the rate of $33 an hour, let's say 2 hours a day. I make $132, but I have to book out 5 different days for them. Now, when other opportunities, when other projects come up, I have to turn them down because I have no idea what those days are going to be for filming for my part. So in those 5 days, I made $132. That's it.
That's terrible. Wait, so he was paid like $33 an hour.
Like, I was thinking that if you find out that you only have like 2 days of shooting, like, can't you just book other things the other days? But I guess you can't. Like, I guess because you signed a contract, you have to keep those days open just in case they randomly need you. That's so dumb. Like, how are you supposed to make money off of that?
While he was actively being filmed on set, so all the time he was standing around, he wasn't getting paid. What is that normal?
And you have to stay
swear,
there.
anytime I hear anything about being behind the scenes as an actor, it just sounds like a miserable experience, especially in this stage, because this just seems like the absolute grind to try to get some sort.
Yeah, because in Korea, if you do like entertainment work, you know what you're doing and you know how long the shooting's going to be. Like, you know how much you're going to get paid before. But there's also some negative sides that we're not going to get into in this video. But yeah, at least in Korea, you know what you're getting into before you do it. But anyway.
Sort of recognition to land a larger role, which I'm sure Dhar Mann is a great platform for, because I mean, millions of people see these videos. So I'm assuming a lot of these people want to sign up for these gigs and they get less paid because they're hoping this is an opportunity to be seen by someone else who might have a larger gig for them. But if Dhar Mann's taking full weeks of these people's time and only paying them for a handful of hours, fully understand the protests here. But the whole booking thing needs to be fixed. I feel like it's very reasonable to want to know know what you're going to do before you commit. And Dhar Mann has responded in a few different ways. So he has essentially reposted videos defending him. And if you really boil down those videos, they kind of take it from the approach of, this shouldn't be a full-time gig.
Also, in order to act and do what you love, you have to have side hustles. There's a joke.
Wait, are her eyes really blue and green? I mean, wow, I did not know my colors. Blue and brown? Like, is that natural? That's kind of interesting.
Hollywood, that when you ask an actor what they do, they'll say, actor, waiter, whatever. Because we do a lot of stuff when we're not being paid to act to keep a roof over our head, right? To keep our lives floating.
I get what she was saying there, but it doesn't excuse how he's booking actors. Again, if you're accepting a contract expecting a full week's pay and you get one day, that sucks and it should be changed.
Leave
I run a tiny operation. I would never let that happen, so I don't know why he would do that in the first place. But Dhar Mann did respond in a YouTube community post, which is an incredibly lame way to respond to this because it just doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel real. I realize at this size, a PR team is probably going to write the whole video response, right? But at least make a video and give us the illusion you're trying to be genuine here. Don't just hit us with like a long wall of text that we don't even know is actually written by you or not. But it reads, this past week has been a roller coaster of emotions. I'm saddened for those affected by everything going on in the various misleading stories.
Hey, this is a lot of text, so I'm gonna like speed the video up just a little bit because that's a lot of text.
Have spread. I just met with some great actors who've been with us from the beginning, and we are all doing our best to get through this together in a respectful and positive way. For those of you who don't know, there's been recent protests at our studio by a group of actors, many of whom have not worked with in years. These protesters represent a small percentage of the thousands of actors that we have and do not represent the views of all actors. The protesters have said that I won't meet with actors and did not show up for a planned meeting. This is not true. I love meeting with actors and talking to them whenever I'm at the studio. But if there's a formal meeting request from an actor, the meeting usually starts with the head of a production or our HR manager, not me personally. When the protests requested a meeting, it was scheduled with our management team. It was never communicated that I would attend. During that meeting, the protesters did not communicate any concerns and instead walked out within a few minutes.
Yeah, I think that was mentioned. Ooh, is that messing with your eyes? That's messing with my eyes. It feels like the camera's going like this. But yeah, I think that was mentioned in the previous video that they set up a meeting with the management team and they thought it was going to be with him. So they just walked out instead of talking to the management team. But let's continue.
Given the unsuccessful meeting, we asked them to put their concerns in writing so we could address them. Instead of doing that, they came to our studio to disrupt productions, causing stress to crew members and actors. Certain protesters even spread false information to hurt the studio, my family, and me. That's the reason why I have not met with these individuals. I would also like to address the misinformation being spread by protesters that we don't pay our actors. This is 100% not true. We always pay actors for any work they perform. We don't have any full-time actors. We offer project-based opportunities. This is a standard practice in the production and acting industry. All details, including pay rate and length of production, are specified in the offer letter, and the actor has freedom to accept or decline the project. If accepted, actors are paid within 72 hours of the production wraps. Our current rates for the actors with speaking roles are $33 to $44 an hour. While I'm taking the steps to stop the spread of misinformation, I do acknowledge that there's always opportunity for growth. So today, in my meeting with actors, we came up with ways to improve things such as more efficient booking systems, stronger communication, and more consistent hours and pay. These changes are now in motion. My mission on why I started this channel has always been to spread positivity. Although this has been a challenging time, I'm never going to stop working towards that goal. I do ask, please stop with any negative comments, especially towards actors in regards of their views. I'm so thankful for all your love and support. Dhar Mann. Hey, I mean, it's...
Okay, so yeah. If I watch that normal speed, it'd be like an hour. But anyway, let's continue.
It's good he said he now wants to fix the booking process, but it's a little bit sad it took a public protest to get him to do this. Meanwhile, it seems like the actors...
He only wants to do it because he got caught. Now he got caught and he's in the public eye. Now he wants to do something, but will he actually do something? Stay tuned.
Stuck their neck out for the other ones won't be rewarded. From what I can tell, the actors who are protesting, they started their own channel called Good Works Productions. So hey, best of luck to them. It'll be interesting to see if they started their own channel called Good Works.
Okay, so I guess the actors are gonna make their own videos, and I don't know, they have a lot of subscribers already, so they already can be monetized or something, and they can make their money through doing their own videos. And I'm pretty sure maybe the other Dhar Mann actors will leave, and maybe they'll start working with this or them, this YouTube
productions. So hey, best of luck to them. It'll be interesting to see if this situation evolves any further or if this is the end of it. Yeah, they're going to need it because literally as I'm filming this video, it seems like Dhar Mann falsely struck down one of the main actors of the protests video promoting their new channel. And as of right now, it seems like her entire TikTok account has been deleted. And her last upload on TikTok was her complaining about getting false copyright strikes from Dhar Mann. Oh boy, this is escalating.
What?
Wait, where'd my video go? What's that got to do with you?
And Nathan, who we saw earlier, dropped.
Why is he going after people now? Like, they're trying to make money like other ways, and now he's going after them?
More videos talking about his experience with Dhar Mann.
2, you're kind of suffering in silence because if you ever talked about this to other people, the fear is that you could be replaced, and that's what happened to me, and you could lose.
Actually, I don't watch Dhar Mann that much, so I've actually never seen him in a video, but I wonder what video he was in.
And 3,
I've seen
this
that lady
one has
before,
been
though.
more apparent than ever with all the recent allegations. There are so many actors out there that are sharing their experiences, but instead of addressing our concerns, he's telling us that we're wrong for having them. This is a classic
And he's trying to
method
block
of manipulation called
people,
gaslighting.
copyright them.
He's attempting to gaslight us and the audience into thinking that, well, the concerns that these actors are having are crazy, and they're crazy for having them, aka victim shaming.
It does seem like everyone who's speaking out is getting the boot.
I've been an actor for 5 years, and this was by far the worst experience I've had on any set, and it was a Dhar Mann set. In fact, this incident was so terrible that it actually caused my working relationship with Dhar Mann Studios to end. I was replaced, and then I was unfortunately ghosted.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a fun environment to work in. I'm worried this is going to have a bit of a Streisand effect for Dhar Mann if he is falsely copyright striking his actors for simply speaking up. It'll definitely be interesting to see where all this goes, but until then, I'll see you guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. How are you going to block them, or not block them? I guess block them and ghost them and falsely copyright. Oh no, not cover. I forgot what the word was, but copyright strike. How are you going to falsely copyright strike someone just for speaking their truth or their opinion? And I feel like if you do that, then your channel or something could also be affected for falsely accusing someone. But we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully something good comes out of this. Hopefully the actors are able to make money somehow with their new channel. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI V. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.